Hey guys, it's Lisa. I'm home. I just got back from Dallas, Texas, from the LTK, formerly Reward Style Convention. I've gone to this for, I think this was my 5th time. Would have been more, but during COVID and stuff, we couldn't go. I think I was signed up and they canceled it. So what I'm going to do is just like all of the trips that I take, because I do go extra time to explore the city and do some shopping and things like that. I am going to give you play-by-play of what I wore, what I bought, what I ate, and what we did, and just all of the good details. I will say my energy may be a little bit off because I didn't get home until 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And so yesterday I did unbox some things that you will probably have seen already. And then I went to see my parents. I did a bunch of things. And John is out of town on a golf trip. By the time you see this, he'll be back. He's just going for 3 days with some friends. And so I got back at right around, he picked me up at 12 and we got home about 1. And then he left the very next morning. So I'm like all out of it. We have such a routine. It is hard when one of us goes out of town. Okay, so I'm going to do what I always do and kind of take you play by play of everything I did, my thoughts, my deep thoughts, starting off with my flight. The convention was, we check in on Sunday at 3 o'clock, 3 to 5, and then a party that night. Then classes Monday, party that night. And when I say classes, there's a lot of different things that go on to, like meeting with brands, different classes, all of these things I've done. But the way I look at it by this point is I look at it kind of like you do going to a really nice buffet that you have paid a lot of money, because we have to pay to go here. We have to pay the hotel room. I spent a lot of money going there. So I know what I like from the buffet, the beautiful buffet, and I know what I don't like. So now I'm at the point that I do the things that I like, that I get a reward from or rewarding feeling from, and I don't do the things that I just think, why did I just waste that much time? You know what I mean? So the check-in is from 3 to 5 that Sunday, and then it went on Monday and Tuesday, and then we came home Wednesday. Well, I went on Friday, and here is my airport outfit. I love leaving early in the morning, but on this day, they did not have a flight. So I had to leave a little bit later. It looks like it's 9:25 when I got there. I'm wearing a new t-shirt that I ordered off of Instagram. It says Forbes Power Woman, and it's all black, and it's just really cool looking. My Anina Bing blazer, my new Gucci bag that I got in New York. I love it. If you are on the fence about that bag, just go ahead and get it. So many compliments, a real eye catcher, the perfect color, the perfect size, plenty of room for your phone, your card holder, your little pouch, all of that good stuff. Easy to carry, doesn't slip off your shoulder, just perfect. I've got on my Zara trousers and my new Gucci sneakers that I showed you that I got in New York. One thing everybody was saying to me is, did I take comfortable shoes? And yes, I did. My feet, I was thinking this yesterday, they didn't even hurt, not one time. The only thing I can say is when I'm on my feet for a long time and I fly, my ankles will swell just a little bit, but all gone by now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is going to be such a long video that I think I'm going to do it in 2 parts because it's giving me a little bit of anxiety just knowing what I want to say today. So I had this little kind of a meltdown right before we went about packing. And I have noticed that is one of the biggest issues that I have. Sorry, I'm wiping my Diet Coke. When I go somewhere is the packing anxiety. Now, I've told you before that my friend Sheila Fajl, who's a jewelry designer that I became friends with and I've traveled with many times, she taught me a lot of good tips. And I will put my packing video up here. I did it a while ago. The biggest tip is flat packing. Get rid of your packing cubes. Get rid of as much extra as you can. Flat packing is the key. Well, even with the flat packing, I knew I wanted to take so many of my bags and some shoes and some accessories. I'm staying 5 nights, so I know I'm going to be taking showers. I ended up taking a shower every single night, washing my hair every single night. And so I knew I was going to have a lot of stuff. And I have a travel duffel that I take everywhere that's packable. Did I already put it up? I think I did. And that's usually my backup. Keep in mind, we also get a lot of just swag, free PR when we go to these companies because they want us to like their product and show it. They also want to thank us because you don't get invited to this unless you're at the top 20% of all LTK. So it's a privilege to get invited, even though you pay for it. And so I was having major anxiety. And this is something, a little lesson I had to learn about myself is I had to slow down and think about it. And I thought, what is bothering me? I am at the weight I want to be. I feel good about myself. All the things that you could think that could be bothering you. I love my clothes that I'm taking, all of these things. And it dawned on me that I am not the kind of person who likes to plan exactly what I'm going to wear every day and only take those things. I don't even get dressed like that usually in my daily life. There may be a hero product that I know I'm going to wear the next day, like a dress or like a pair of jeans or something like that. But my mood changes so rapidly on my style. And you guys witness that here with my hair, my makeup. Well, my makeup usually stays the same, but different things like that. Some days I feel glam. Some days I just feel cool girl. Some days I feel I want to get cozy, all of those things. So it was really freaking me out having to make these major decisions to be able to fit everything in there. I think it was the next morning. I had packed some that night before. I got up, was watching TV, and I thought, I'm going to go watch some of the influencers going to Fashion Week. And I noticed they all had multiple suitcases. And I thought, why am I limiting myself to 2 suitcases? No, two big ones and a carry-on. I know. I thought, why am I limiting myself? But think about, I have to take my caboodle of makeup. I have to take my other carry-on that has shampoo, hair conditioners, my curling iron, all of the styling products, all that stuff. And what else do I put in that? Those 2 things are awkward and take a bunch of space. All of the shoes, the bags, because this is it. This is like our Super Bowl. We earned getting here. I earned getting there by fashion and makeup. So of course I don't want to limit myself. And that's one thing that was freaking me out is I had all these bags I wanted to take and I felt like I couldn't take them. So I thought, why am I doing that? Why do I feel like I can't take more bags? I noticed they were using just a cart at the airport. So that is what I did. And let me tell you, it was so freeing. It's really not in my personality to limit myself a bunch anyway. You guys know that. I go with my energy. I go with my passion. And so it was amazing. It really was. It was a very learning moment for me. And so that's what I wanted to say. You'll notice I have a lot of bags. And I have told you this many times, even though I make a living by shopping, trying on clothes, doing makeup, skincare, hair, everything else. I live in a beach town. We don't have a Nordstrom. We don't have a Sephora, a full Sephora. We don't have a Macy's. We don't have just a Zara, even though I'm an Zara affiliate. We don't have the stores that I work with. So I'm always knowing I'm going to go to those stores. Okay, so I have my Luca duffel. I had to pull out the big guns because you can fit a lot in this duffel. I had my base, BEIS, suitcases, an old cheapie that I bought a while ago that is not as good. It's not as good. And I took off. And so I'll give you a little peek inside of my Luca that I always put my purse that I'm carrying in the duffel. I had my Apple headset. I love that thing. It blocks out everything and you are in the zone. And I had downloaded Tamara Kalinic's, a couple of her Fashion Week videos that were like an hour and a half because I had to fly to Atlanta. We always have to fly to either Atlanta or Charlotte, but I had to fly to Atlanta, then to Dallas. Okay, the Luca duffel, even with your bag in it, fits right under the seat. So I don't have to put anything in the overhead compartment at all. Sneakers, so comfortable. They're the Rewebs, 10 out of 10, totally recommend them. And then I always take my J. Crew oversized cashmere wrap. I will probably touch on this again. Let me go ahead and say it so I don't forget. I take this thing everywhere. I gave my mom and dad the big cream one that I had because I knew I wanted a black one. My black one was more like a scarf. It wasn't that oversized. And I noticed when I travel, not only do I use it on the plane, then I will use it if I go to a restaurant that is cold because it's so hot outside, and I can put it over my shoulders. I started using it on my bed when I went to Vegas a while ago when I went to that big Think Media seminar. And ever since, I've been using it even on my bed when I travel, because you know how hotel beds and bedding, the pillow is smushy and the bed is smushy, but the pillowcase and the sheets and the comforter, they're not cuddly. I like the opposite. We have a Sleep Number bed. Mine is on the firmest it will go. And I use the Sleep and Glow pillow, so there you have two very sturdy, firm things that I sleep on. But I have a silk pillowcase and yummy bedding, like down comforter, just yummy bedding. So that when I go out of town, not only does that wrap give me that soft, yummy feeling, it keeps me warm because it's hard to get those covers like over your shoulder and just get comfortable. So I slept with that thing. I took 2 little naps while we were gone, little power naps before the parties. And I would just get in the bed, lay, when you take a nap, you're not going to get really snuggy. So I would lay there and just take that cashmere wrap and put it over my shoulders and it's fabulous. Well, I'm going to tell you something crazy. It's not as bad. Remember that show, My Strange Addiction, where people were eating sofa cushions? I had to quit watching it. I don't know when that was. Must have been years and years ago when I watched more reality TV. I do remember the girl, and I think this is a thing. People are addicted to sleeping with hair dryers, blow dryers, because they're comforting. I think I'm going to have an addiction to sleeping with my cashmere wrap. I like it so much that when I got home, I've been sleeping with it like a whoopee. I mean, bring it down into the bed with you. And if you're someone, a lot of people will sleep with an extra pillow and they'll kind of put it between their knees when they're sleeping. That's what I've been doing. It feels so good. It is so warm and so soft. It's amazing. So there's my strange addiction is to I already ordered another one of the dark gray. And I'm scared to try another brand because I like that one so much. But if you have a good oversized cashmere wrap, or if you've tried the Nordstrom, will you let me know down below? Okay, let's see. Oh, this is another thing. I wore some socks I got in one of my Nordstrom either collaborations or videos, the Bombas socks. My friend Tracy loves those. 10 out of 10. Those socks are so good. I ended up re-wearing those several times because I felt like they were the most supportive. I wonder if they have some kind of support in them, but they make your feet feel so good when you're wearing them. So I loved those socks. Okay, here we are coming over Texas. I always get a kick out of the houses and the pools. I mean, it's the aerial view of places is so different. It's almost like each state is a different country. Just our culture, nature, everything is so different. I think it's amazing. Okay, so I get to the airport. I see North Park Mall. I couldn't remember the name of that mall. So I knew I was going to go to North Park Mall, and I knew I was going to go to the other one, the outdoor one. Is it Highland Park? You guys know what I'm talking about. I'll see it later. So then I go to get a cart. It's in this machine. You have to pay $5 really quickly with your credit card. You get the cart out of this little row thing here, and this is my luggage. I had a hard time figuring out. It's like, okay, how am I going to use this cart? Because it's not what it looks like when I see other people's pictures, but this is how I did it. And my only complaint ever, because I love Dallas Love Airport, is how far you have to walk to get to the Uber. And I remembered that. And so last time I went, I had a driver meet me there. No difference. He has to park out there too. The only difference was he met me closer and helped me with my bags. It is a crazy amount of walking. So I went on the elevator. Here I am with all of my stuff. And then we have to go through these little walkways, everything. I got a nice Uber and got to the hotel. This hotel, I got there at 3:44. This hotel, the Thompson, is beautiful. It really is. It's beautiful. It's vibey. It's glamorous. I love it. So here is my room. Now, after I went to New York and I had that itty bitty room, which I was still grateful for, I felt like I had a mansion in this room. I mean, it was just like my room last year at this same hotel, but just very pretty, very nice, great big bathroom. And this is funny. One of my suitcases, they had to put the heavy sign on. That's how heavy it was. It was packed with clothes. I immediately, upon check-in, asked for extra hangers, and I wanted a garment rack because I see the fashion girls do that, the influencers, the big time, and they did not have a garment rack. But I was very thankful that they brought me extra hangers. I fit most of my stuff in the closet. I remember last year I had stuff hanging everywhere, all over the bathroom. I didn't want it to be that way. So I was able to hang my stuff up. Here I am unpacking. Here is my closet. And I did a little tour of the room after I put my stuff out. It probably took, it's 4:35 when I'm doing this. So I would say it took a good about 30 minutes to set up my room because I knew I was staying there 5 nights. I didn't want to live out of a suitcase or anything. And that's another thing that Sheila taught me is go ahead and unpack your stuff and put it in the drawers. I mean, it sounds so simple, but it just makes such a big difference. So here's my caboodle, all my makeup out, my hair tools, my skincare, all of the things. And so I changed clothes into one of my favorite outfits. This is a dress that I saw. I don't know how I even ended up on this website because I've not gotten anything from them before. I think I saw it on Instagram, but it's just a strapless, kind of like a tube dress, but it's made of very, very nice fabric with a very nice shelf bra in it. The only thing is I forgot I wanted to wear I have a Chanel necklace that it's like my Chanel Run DMC necklace. It's like a gold necklace with a big Chanel emblem. I don't know if you guys remember. I got it when I went to Vegas at the beginning of the year. I meant to put that on for the full Carrie Sex and the City look, and I forgot it. But I wore this blouse that I ordered from Revolve, and you guys, this blouse is magical. The sleeves are beautiful. It's this thick satin. It's vibey. It almost has like that designer look to it, like Fendi or Gucci. I think it's from L'Academy. And I put on my Valentino bow flip-flops. Hands down, I want to make a video on, if you're just getting into luxury fashion, some things that are so worth it. I've had the ones that look like this from Amazon. They're not the same. They're just not. Some things are worth it. These are worth it. I have the nude ones and the black ones. Next year, I may get the pink ones, but honestly, the nude ones and the black ones are going to take you a long way. You can pack them in your bag as emergency shoes. They just never disappoint. So that is what I wore with my Louis Vuitton earrings and my sunglasses. That's what I wore, and my Gucci bag. That burgundy Gucci bag looked really good with that top. Very, what's that other movie that I like so much? American Hustle. I think that burgundy color just kind of reminds me of American Hustle. Oh my gosh. Last night I watched Emily in Paris because John's not here. Tonight I might watch American Hustle, which he did watch that with me. In all fairness, it's good. But I don't watch it. I kind of just have it on in the background. I might do that tonight because it is so inspiring. I love it. Okay, then I headed out. I got an Uber. No, first I met with, and these are my nails. I still have them. They're just French manicure with chrome. I love this look. And then here I am down in the lobby. I meet up with Marnie, Miss Gold Girl, because she came in early too. She always has like a lot of extra events to go to. You know, Marnie's in the know. She's connected to a lot of different people there. And so I don't think she had anything to do that night, but her and her husband had driven up from San Antonio. So I met her down in the lobby. They were nice enough to bring me, they did this last year too, a 12-pack of Diet Cokes. Love her for that. And she was going out to eat that night, and I told her I was going to the mall. Oh gosh, look at this little dog. In the Thompson, You have the rooms that they rent, and then you have residents. So I'm a people watcher. I loved watching, the people that lived there walking their dogs. This girl had this teeny tiny little Yorkie. She called it not a party Yorkie, because I've heard of a party poodle. I can't remember what in teacup. She called it something else. I cannot remember. Put it down below if you know. It might have even been party. No, party poodle means mixed colors, doesn't it? I cannot remember. It meant something like special. Let's just leave it at that. She's 3 months old. Then I get in the Uber and I go to North Park. Now, I know that the mall closes at 8. The designer stores close at 7. But instead of eating lunch like I typically do when I got to the hotel, I thought, I'm just going to go out to this mall. I want to go to Zara. I only get to go to Zara's when I go out of town. And I, wanted to see what was in Zara. And then I was just going to eat at the food court. I ended up eating at Shake Shack. And another thing I did is I went to Byredo. Last year I did this and the same girl was working there. And I remembered her and she remembered me. Last year I went and got the hand cream in Gypsy Water. This time I got the body lotion in Bandeau. And this is what I like using during the day when I'm at a conference. I don't like putting on my full-on fragrance because I'm going to be so close to people. I don't want to choke anyone up. I don't want to be offensive. I don't know. It's just not my mood for the day. So I used this every day and I loved it. Even my cashmere wrap still smells like this a little bit. And I love it. If you haven't tried the Bandeau, I can't even remember the notes that are in it, but it's beautiful. It's vibey. It's not boyfriend. It's smooth. It's happy. It's sexy. It's very unique. It just is. It's very unique. So loved that. And I didn't get a hand cream this time. And she was so nice. She gave me all kinds of samples. One of them I really liked was vanilla. It was one of the more intense scents. I will link it below because I did wear it at night. And Kelly from Mommy's Makeup and Moscato, she smelled it. Very vibey, like a Tom Ford scent, vanilla scent. Okay, Zara. Zara was so good there. I immediately loved this green bow blouse. Here I am getting sad bow blouse. I loved these jeans. Where are they? Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, and my hair, oh my gosh, I know it is a little much. I curled it last night and I pinned them just with a little clip and then let them dry. And then I clipped it up to sleep and the curls are like there to stay. So just one of those things. And so here are the jeans. They are very cool. This whole part is cut out. Now, I will say, when I looked at them, the 4 looked like it was going to fit me. They looked really big. I did not want to. You should see the line to try stuff on at Zara. So I looked at them. They looked like they were going to fit. I even asked the girl that worked there. I said, these look about my size, don't they? Well, I didn't think about when you have skin poking out, you don't want it to look like a can of biscuits. You want it to kind of flow over your skin. So the 4s, when I tried them on that night, they did fit, but it was not a good look. I wanted these to kind of hang, kind of like the Margiela jeans do, where they're kind of oversized. So these will come into the story, and they're wide leg, cut off at the ends. These will come into the story later. And so I got the shirt in a small, the blouse. I got the jeans. I'll put the pictures in here, but here's a pair of jeans. They aren't just like my Margiela ones, but they're close. Many of you were asking about those because I don't even know if they sell those anymore. They were crazy expensive, but they were worth it because I was fascinated with them and I enjoy wearing them. Okay, this dress I thought was so pretty. Okay, now, by this time in my trip, I had watched several videos from Fashion Week and everyone kept mentioning the new Coach bag. But I wanted to go check it out. And there was a nice Coach store there. So 637, I'm looking at this Coach bag. I love this one. Look up at the top left, the green one. I semi-regret not getting that green one. And I'm looking at these. I said, gosh, I'm just hearing that Coach is on fire, that this is very similar to the Roe Margot tote. And I they was talking to them like, yeah, we can't keep them on the shelf. As soon as we get them, they're gone, all this stuff. And I knew that the very biggest one is the most popular. Well, they said they had only gotten one of those and that they had the next one down. So I didn't get it that night. I thought, they're worth it. They weren't cheap. They weren't crazy expensive. And Coach, the quality is amazing. So I didn't get it that night. I went to Louis Vuitton. I walked through the little garden thing, and then I went to Shake Shack. I got my burger. I was hungry. I had not eaten. Oh, I did eat because John and I went to McDonald's. I'll put the picture in here because I took a picture right. It was already cut up and everything, but he wanted to go to McDonald's for breakfast. And so I got 2 Egg McMuffins, no muffin. So I had eaten breakfast at like 8:30. Well, I was still hungry. So I had double burger Shake Shack with bacon, and they got it perfect. They never mess up. So I'm back at the hotel. I love the artwork in this hotel. I could have been an art collector. If my passion wasn't with fashion, and that isn't where I spent my big bucks, I could spend it on art. I really could. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. My mom always says that. Okay, also, I had gone to Sephora because I don't have a big Sephora where I live. I only have the one that is in Kohl's, and they do not have that much. So I bought 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, and here's that fragrance. I bought 1, 2, 3 Prada lipsticks. My friend Tracy had just asked me about this line. Evidently, she was an influencer that has created some makeup products that are for women like us over 30 or 40. I really think when you get over 30, that is when you start noticing your concealer isn't quite laying the same, but definitely over 40. So I got her concealer, which I love. Now, I'll be honest, I don't wear concealer every day. Like today, I don't have it on. I find that powder with my damp beauty blender is usually enough for me. It depends on what foundation I'm wearing. Does the foundation have enough coverage? Is it too dark? Do I need the concealer to give myself dimension? So I did use this the first day though, and I liked it. I'll use it again soon, just so I can definitely tell you. And then there wasn't a lot of products in this line, but I did get this lip color. Wow, good for her. It's kind of inspired by Gucci. I'm paying attention to all this stuff now that I'm creating lipsticks. And so have I even swatched this color? I can't believe that. Let me swatch it. What color is it? Speak for yourself. Oh, I love that in more ways than one. Okay. Wow. That is a good color. Good for you, Sarah. And there were some like skincare products and things. Let me go ahead and swatch these since I've already got to wash my hand. Okay. This is the P158 in the Prada, and it's just like a good nudie lip color. I'm not going to swatch until I can do the exact combo. Okay, this is, let's see, B101 because there's several different formulas. I think that one's darker. I don't think I ever used that one. And then this one is P159. Okay, so because what I did is I would take, yes, this is what I have on today with another gloss on top. I would take the 158, I'll put a picture in here, and you can see I'm pretty true to what I like here. Put that on, then take this lighter color and go over it in the center. I don't know if you'll be able to see the dimension there. So pretty. And then this is the one I haven't used yet. It's a little bit darker. So you could take that one and then take this lighter one. This might be the key here. It's not layering quite as well over on my hand, but that is going to be a beautiful, beautiful combo. Wow. I really like these. At first, they're kind of weird. I have a really, really light one, but they're nice. And this is just, I did not get this on this trip, but I just have to show you this because I've had it like a week and I haven't shown you. This is the Marmot Sun Guerlain times Pucci. I have this thing about Pucci things. Matter of fact, I need to get my pea scarf out. I bought a vintage one at a thing I went to with my parents downtown. It was like a handbag and like an antique show. Ooh, I need to get that out. But this is the Guerlain times Pucci. Look at this case that it comes in. Is that not amazing? Use this in your bag. And then this is the terracotta bronzer. I mean, I have never been one to not use a product just because it's so beautiful and it's limited edition. but wow. I mean, this is so beautiful. I know I'm silly, but that brings me joy. It's so pretty. Okay, so now let me go get these swatches off my hands. Okay, if this video cuts off all of a sudden because my camera has overheated from being in the window or my battery runs out, that is when I will pick up tomorrow, because I know I'm going to have to do this in 2 sections anyway. Oh, I did get a Charlotte Tilbury lip color too. And here is the Vanilla Byredo that is so good. It's called Vanille Antique. Don't get it if you are looking for that sweet, yummy, sugary vanilla. It's not like that. It's more like Vanilla Santal, or what is that one? Yeah, the Tom Ford. It's good. And I just put like a couple of sprays on my chest, and so many people said I smelled good. And then, so that is my little haul from Sephora. And oh my gosh, okay, I had to show you this picture. This is my first night, because I thought, okay, I'm going to take a shower tonight. I'm going to curl my hair, and I'm going to stuff it up in this silk turban that is hilarious. And I also had my silk sleep mask on. And I thought, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm saying I could never do this with John. I could. I've done some crazy stuff like sleep with the robe curls and stuff, but I felt like this was an extra opportunity. Here I am by myself. I'm going to look as jacked up as whatever and not care. But I will say that bonnet is not as good as the cheaper ones from Amazon, because it didn't give my curls enough room to flow. And so when I took it off, it wasn't pretty. I almost panicked, but I ended up working with it. Okay, this is another pair of socks that I got from Mother Denim. I love their socks. I have many pair, and this one, they say Mother knows best. The next day I was trying to figure out what to wear. This is how I figure out what sneakers to wear, is I'll usually put them up there and just see like what looks best. So here is my outfit from Saturday. Now, Saturday, I knew I was going to Highland Park, one of my favorite places ever. You guys, if you've been there, you know what I mean. Not only is there luxury stores, but it's an outdoor mall. It's old. It's beautiful. The surroundings are beautiful. The people are usually dressed up. The cars are beautiful. You know, I'm a car girl. Beautiful shops. One of the only Goyards how have I been to 3 Goyards? And there's not that many in the United States, but there's one in Florida that I went to that I got my mom her green Goyard. And then I never did make it to the one in Bergdorf that I was going to go to before I wrecked my feet in New York. If you haven't watched that video, I will put it up here because I'll probably make reference to that a couple of times. But so I ended up wearing this t-shirt that I bought from Tory Burch. I saw it on Instagram, bought it immediately. It was expensive, but it is phenomenal. It's more than a t-shirt. The shoulder pads, they aren't just like shoulder pads. They like cup your arm like this. It zips up the back, and it is the coolest cat. So I then grabbed my Gucci. It's probably vintage at this point. One of my first Gucci belts that is so big for me. I wrapped the thing halfway around, but we just got that hole puncher from Amazon. And what John will do is just make extra holes for all of my belts to work. And I wore those same Mason Margiela jeans I wore in New York, and my gold Chanel sneakers, which are very comfortable, very comfortable. And that is what I wore that day with my Chanel little top handle bag. I got that one when I went to Dallas for the Colleen Rothschild event. If you haven't watched that video, I'll put it up here. But you can see my hair was kind of like today. It was a little crazy. The humidity, it's kicking in Dallas. It was hot, but I'm used to it. I live in Wilmington. I mean, we're used to humidity. So I knew I was kind of mad at myself for not bringing like a styling cream, something heavy. Because my hair is so fine, I did not bring anything that was kind of heavy. And so that will come into play later on. So I had an appointment at 11 with Chanel, my rep that I've made friends with. She used to work down the street at the flagship Neiman Marcus, and she went to Highland Park. So first I went to go eat breakfast and went to their same restaurant, but it's a new one, like a new owner of the restaurant. So it looks different than last year. I think it's called, what is it? Little Daisy. And I had just eggs and bacon and Diet Coke. Yummy. I want to have that today. Tonight, I think I'm going to cook eggs and bacon. One of my favorite meals. Eggs are a superfood. You could live off of eggs. And you know, when people say eggs upset their system, it's the egg white. It's not the yolk. Eggs are your friend. So I go to Highland Park Mall. I get there early. Oh, okay. This is me sitting outside. I got up at 4 o'clock. There's an hour difference, so it would have been 5 o'clock here. But I got up at 4 o'clock that morning. Bright and early. Had to wait till 7 for the restaurant to open. I sat out there on the front steps. They had security and everything out there. Downtown Dallas is, you know, I would say you should be careful, but I think it's like that downtown most anywhere. I'm sure if you go to downtown Wilmington, you might feel the same way. Here is my lip combo, and I knew someone would ask me, and I loved it. It looked so pretty. Hey guys, okay, I'm back. Today I've put a white little towel behind my camera, so I hope that it will not overheat. But I apologize for the, let's see if I can tilt you down a little bit. Yeah, maybe you can see better. But okay, so now let's get this party started. I am going to have to pick up the pace. I was loading this in the editing system last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, Lisa, quit talking. So I am going to try to pick it up. I want to tell you everything. That's the thing. Okay, so I think we ended off with my outfit with the cat. So that day, I'll just say I went to the Highland Park Mall. I did get this little top from James Purse. Remember, I've had this before. It's the one that's really popular. They've had it for years. I used to get them at Oliver. Since then, I have, given it away, but I got another one because I'm loving the whole white shirt. You'll see a little pattern here. My mission with this trip, I'm always like looking for something a little different. I think I've already told you this. I wanted to buy some things like accessories and things that would make normal, comfortable outfits look stylish and high-end. So I did get to go to the Goyard and get my mom the bag that she wanted. It's from my dad, but I just got it for him. She thought she wanted this like cranberry color, but when I got there, it wasn't as pretty. They allowed me to send her a few pictures, and then they told me I couldn't send her any more pictures, that I had to FaceTime her. I was like, I don't think my mom's ever done a FaceTime. I mean, she could have handled it, but anyway, so we ended up getting the red, and it is so pretty. There was a lady in there helping me choose, and she totally liked the red, and I've always liked the red. The other one was a little too mulberry or brown. So that was the big win for the day, because I felt so bad that I wasn't able to get that for her in New York. I still feel kind of bad about it because New York is so special. But then I went to my appointment at the Chanel, and that was the lady that I used to work with at the Neiman Marcus, downtown Dallas, and she moved to Highland Park. And so it was good to see her again, and let me show you what I got. All of it kind of pre-planned. Matter of fact, this picture right here kind of sums it up. See how the girl's just got on a white or a light blue shirt, baggy jeans, but she's got on this little Chanel bum bag or whatever. It's like a little chain bag. I was like, yes, that's what I want. The little details like that. Even dangle earrings, belts, scarves, earrings, things like that. Because I already have so many bags that wasn't my mission. If I'd have seen something I loved, maybe, but I didn't. I did get some bags, but not a Chanel bag. Okay, I looked at belts, and this is the one I got. I looked at all the fancy belts. They had the one that matched my pendant. They had the one that's woven. They had one that was enamel, and I really liked them. But if I can find the picture, I'll put it in here. I had never even had a Chanel belt on my radar until I saw this one photo on Pinterest, and I loved the simplicity of it. And at first I thought, I'm not going to like this because it's silver. But just like the silver and the black medium flat bag, when I looked at the silver and the gold hardware, something drew me towards the silver. And the same thing happened with the belt. So I got this. It is reversible. to brown, which is a cool brown. It's kind of like that burgundy brown and very simply reversible. I love it. I love it. And it was so much less expensive than the other ones. So this was a big, big win. And so many of you sent me those little containers from Amazon where you put your belts in like this and you can see them, and I am going to get one. I think I have one upstairs that I've never used. I think I actually bought it to put makeup in, and I'm going to do that because then you can at least see the buckle, and ones like this, they won't hang on a hook. So thank you. This is another little thing I want to ask you. I took more jewelry on this trip than I have in a long time. And I'm happy about it. I loved everything I took. I was glad I had it. It like made the outfits, like my old Chanel necklace. I found that. I think I found the picture where I had just gotten it. I'll put it in here. I think I bought that in like 2017 or something. And it made the outfit that I wore. So I did buy a necklace when I was in Chanel. I was looking for a black beaded one. I always want a black one. And they didn't really have one that I liked. And then she said, my favorite necklace is this one. It was on a mannequin. Fabulous. I tried it on with that cat Tory Burch t-shirt, which, by the way, that cat motif is available in a hat, a sweatshirt, pants, even the Miller sandal, lots of cool stuff. So if you like that, get the hat or something because it's really, really cool. And the way it hung on me that day, I really liked it. It was just beautiful. It was expensive, but I thought this is a statement. I can wear this with a black blazer and jeans and it's going to look so good. Well, I got it home. I unboxed it with you guys and I kept trying to wear it and it wouldn't lay, and you'll know what I mean, it wouldn't lay on my boobs right without that t-shirt on. It just kept creasing. It was really long. The CC had to be in a certain spot, so I did return it, and that'll come into play a couple days from now. And then, so I got the necklace, the belt, and then I got this scarf that I'm unboxing with you right now. I looked at all of them, and this one, is that not so cool? I'm really trying to, I want to wear my scarves more, and I want to wear them with my normal clothes. Like I don't want to have to build an outfit around a scarf, even though there's nothing wrong with that. But this, I felt like I can put this on with a moto jacket and black sweatpants or something. And these little Twilly scarves are so easy. Like say I want to wear it in my hair, I can. Say I want to wrap it around a ponytail, I can. Wrap it around your wrist, wrap it around a bag. They're very, very versatile, whereas the bigger ones, which I did get one, you'll see, are a little bit more, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of ways to wear those too, but these just seem so easy to me. And I just loved, I love the Rue Cambon, the address, and all of that stuff. You guys know, I kind of like graffiti type looking stuff, and I just love it. I love it. I love the colors. The colors, black and cream, but that's what I love. Like even with this Zara jacket that I have on today, and oh, these are those Zara earrings. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Okay, so there's my scarf. And then I think from there I went to, I really wanted to see some people I haven't seen in a while that are still there. Oh my God, look at this great big Chanel tote. I love it. It wasn't even as much as a flap bag, but I just felt like it was too big, so I didn't get it. And I'm glad I didn't get it. Okay, then I went to Dior, and I was hoping my guy Sid was there. He's the one that I've worked with for the past like 3 times, and he wasn't, but I had a really nice guy who really got me. So I'm looking at the scarves, and then I'm asking everyone about belt bags. The only belt bag Chanel had was a pink one. So I asked at Dior, I'm unboxing it with you here now, and this is what I got. I have always loved the whole Dior oblique, pattern because here again, I always love whatever is classic. Like I love when someone has a bag, a Fendi, a Dior from the 70s or the 80s. I think it's very Sex and the City. It's so interesting, and that's what this reminded me of. So it is a belt bag, And it is also kind of like this little saddle belt bag. It's got that little classic saddle. And where is the strap? Must be inside. Yeah, here's the strap. So you can put this, you can carry it crossbody, or you can carry it like around your waist. And it had plenty of room, and your phone does fit in it, even though I have noticed I never put my phone in my bag when I'm at events, or even like when we went to Universal, or it just seems like anywhere I go, I always have my phone out because I'm always taking pictures for my videos and texting, etc., etc. But this is the navy blue. And at first I thought maybe that was almost black, and it is. It's almost black. It's kind of like a blue black. And they didn't have black, but I really like it. I feel like it might add a different look to my outfits. I felt like it would look really good with cool jeans and like a white tee and sneakers. And it's something that maybe Brooke will want to use. I am always open to share my bags with my mom. Brooke, never think that. Brooke doesn't. She's at her age, they want something that's handed down or something from Depop or something like that. So I got that. And then I looked at the scarves. Look at this cute little box that this came in. And I chose this one. Oh my gosh. It's like being reunited with my treasures. So this is the Dior. I guess it's still called that oblique, but it's in the blonde. But, oh, you guys, look, I eventually do want to get the crazy, more colored ones, maybe in the spring or something like that. But I was thinking of this with I still have my cropped trench from Zara. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but I have seen cropped trench coats. And really, that is going to be the best way for me to wear a trench coat. Even though I love the Steve Madden one that I showed you in my video last night, I think that cropped is going to be the best way for me. So I love this, and I'm going to keep it in this precious little box here. Okay. And that was $250. So that is a lot of money, I know, but what a great gift. And think about it. You know what I used to do is I would think that's too much, but then I would spend like $200 on a bunch of like trinkety things when this is such a statement gift. So, okay, let me get with the program here. Oh my God, look at this sweater, this Miss Dior sweater. I loved it. And I did look at this saddlebag. I love it, but it just didn't call to me. I can put on a bag and I can know in 2 seconds whether I love it. This is me I think I was sitting at Bird Bakery. I love that place. And just getting a grip. You can see my bags and my jeans. Then I went in that makeup store over there. What's it called? Blue Mercury. I bought this Victoria Beckham gloss in Fizz. Love it. Wore it, I think, that night to the awards dinner with my white Zara suit. Something else I purchased I'm telling you, I can't figure out where the sun's coming, but it's bouncing off my Diet Coke can. This is the stuff they recommended to me when I went in Blue Mercury. That was not that I don't always love going in there, but my mission was I had the most bobo, rinkety-dink, cheap, worthless hairdryer in my room. It was like an old Conair, no nozzle on it. It was the worst. And so when I had blow dried my hair, it looked, I know what a blow dryer does and what it means, and I don't know why I didn't take mine. That's a mistake. I think I was about to tell you about this. This was a mistake, taking all of my jewelry in this little thing. My finger was bleeding day before yesterday when I was unpacking it because I was having to put like my earrings down in these little pockets. And when I reached down there to get one, it stabbed me. I don't need a jewelry thing like this. I need something like just a open little box or pouch or something. So if you have something that you use, even if it isn't a jewelry organizer, will you let me know? I'm thinking I might use, this is not big enough, this Guerlain, but I am wearing it today. And you guys, amazing. I found some left I think on the Poochie website and on Bloomingdale's. And Bloomingdale's is doing a gift. So love this. I did, in fact, use it because I'm not a makeup collector really, but just gorgeous. So I used that. And they do have a brush that has a really cool pouch that I was thinking may be good for jewelry, but I need something better than that. So if you know of anything good, let me know. Okay, and then, so I got the gloss. Here I am in the Uber going back to the hotel. Okay, I changed clothes again because now I need to go to the other mall and take that stuff back to Zara. I was not able to go from one mall to the other because I had so many packages. I'm wearing the barrel jeans from Free People, my Valentino flats, that vest that I just got from Zara in the gray, and my old Chanel necklace and my Chanel flap bag. I go and I'm thinking, okay, tonight I'm eating dinner. Kelly and Christina, Mommy's Makeup and Moscato, are coming in. And then Marty's going to meet us after her meeting or whatever she had, a party. And then we're going to go somewhere. I didn't know where. And I was like really hungry right then. So I just got the Shake Shack burgers with just one piece of cheese. Then I went to Coach. And here's where, these are pictures of me in Coach. And I got them, guys. Hold on, let me go get the bags. Okay, I did in fact get the Empire Tote. I believe it's not the biggest size, but I believe it is the one underneath it. I know there are 4 sizes. I didn't really care for the small one. I feel like the appeal of this tote, for one, it's kind of cool that it has feet, and I just loved it. And we went back the next day and they did the tag for me. I loved it. I mean, if you've been thinking about this at all, just get it. It is so good. The leather is amazing. This in any other brand would be like $4,200 or something like that. And I believe it was $695. They have done an amazing job. Props to them for getting back on the big, runway radar, or I never would have heard about it. And you guys know that I have a thing, and I have just like a place in my heart for Coach. We used to go to the Coach outlet. John would buy me things. I love best Coach bags ever in history are the Spotlight bags. I had both of them. The little sequin purple one I bought last year, I ended up giving that to Brooke. And I love that Coach is making a comeback. And then I got this one too. And I cannot remember for the life of me the name of this one. I know that was Empire. I can't remember, but this one is really popular too. Love it. I wore this one of the first days, and this bag charm, I will tell you, this was the closing thing he did, the guy that was helping me. I knew I wanted something, and he wanted to give me the big old taxi with the big apple, and I was like, no, that's just not really me. That's not my thing. And then he brought this over. I'm having a hard time finding it online, but look how cool that link is. And it gives both bags just that little bit of edge. This bag, oh my gosh, so good. I really loved the bigger one in the green. I get that. If you're at all interested, get that. It's so pretty. And this is just the tan, and I felt like it looked good with my hair. It was something different. So I could go on and on about those, but I'm trying to not take so long. Then I saw these boots in the patent. You guys know I have a thing for patent leather. Remember that big mulberry patent leather bag I had that was so Kate Moss? I sold it. I could kick myself. But I felt like these would look so good with distressed jeans and a black tee and a cool belt. These will be your statement piece. Maybe even a faux fur, a moto jacket. But I think these are going to be the statement. And let's see, I got size 8. I did try them on. And then I did get this scarf. And I saw this on Nordstrom. It's not, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, it's not necessarily a Twilly, but it is like this style. So it's still very easy to, like this on that tan bag. So good. But look, it has the, what is that called? The tabby on it. I've had the puff tabby. I think I've had both of them. Brooke has my yellow one. I can't remember what I did with the pink one, if she has it or if I sold it. But look, even the white one and the colors. These colors are so different for me, but imagine this with my brown leather, is it rag and bone? Can't remember what jacket that is. And then like some of the suede jackets, my blazers are over here. I'm thinking the brown leather one, which by the way, Coach has a phenomenal black leather jacket. It was so hard for me not to get it, but I knew I already had one. So this was really a good find. Okay, now let me get on with the program here. So got back then I went to Neiman Marcus, was looking all around. Oh, here's that black Coach bag. Then I went out to eat with the girls, all of them. We went to that hotel that we stayed in a few years ago, and I had a burger with an egg. Here we all are when we got back to the hotel. And so the next day, and that night I was watching High-Low Luxe, I know. I'll put her picture in here. And the Brahmin bag has made a comeback too. My mom loves Brahmin bags. The East-West Brahmin bag. I'm going to try that for us. I think I'm going to get the dark green. Here it is. And then the next day I go out and I've got on a Zara bodysuit. I've got on those Zara studded jeans and my Chanel belt. Came right in handy with the silver studs. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. I love it. The girls and I, Marnie had some event. So the girls and I went out back to Neiman Marcus, and I used the Empire Tote. I absolutely loved it. This is my Anina Bing blazer and my Golden Goose shoes. I don't know if you've seen those, but those are my most comfortable ever Golden Goose sneakers. I ordered them from Revolve, and okay, I did get breakfast, and so here's us shopping all over. I did go in Kendra Scott. I bought my niece one of those little classic gemstone necklaces. I had gotten her a pink one, and I mean, she's 10 years old. She has not taken that off. So I asked her if I got her another one, what color she would want, and she wanted the red. So I got her that, and then I got this. Remember when I told you in New York, I wish I would have gotten this? Isn't that cool? From that Panther collection. They had a lot of cool stuff in this collection that I was tempted, but that's the one that spoke to me the most. And then here we are. Kelly and Christina are into the Gucci fragrance. And here we are in the mall. I had to take off my jacket because it was hot. Then we went back to Coach. That's when I got it stamped. I wish I had my tan one done. And then I tried on some Prada boots. I liked them, but they weren't special. And then I tried on these. Now, I have had Prada sneakers in the past. Remember the black and white ones I got from Nordstrom? For some reason, those were not really comfortable on my foot. I don't know if I got the wrong size or what it is. And I told the girl that. I told her I wanted comfortable shoes. Show me all the best, most comfortable shoes. And this was one of them. And I said, well, I've already tried Prada sneakers. I tried that one. And she says, oh, it's not the same. What I like about these is the simplicity, just the fact that they're all black. There's another style that's more of the running style that I like too, but I've already worn these, I think 2 times while I was gone. You know, we had to be back by 3 o'clock for check-in. So I put on this cool sequin Diet Coke shirt that one of my subscribers and friends, Melody, sent me. I put on those J. Crew red pants that you guys have seen before and the Prada sneakers. I really wanted to wear heels, but my pants weren't long enough. It showed too much of the heel. And then my Chanel bag. So we went down and checked in, and then we went to the party that night. This is my Inez platform. You will notice that every event I go to, I take these Inez platforms. They are so comfortable. They're worth every penny, true to size. I will ask if I still have a discount with them. I haven't been in touch with them in a long time, but I used my silky, really cool cami from Zara last year. And then I have my Chanel pearl necklace on with my Chanel bag, my Inez shoes, and my Saint Laurent sunglasses. And we had a really good time that night. They were passing around all kinds of hors d'oeuvres. The girls said they were really good. And so it's a big party. Here, Christina and Kelly, they're talking with Poised Petite. She's on YouTube. There's Marnie talking to some of her friends. And yes, then we had at all the events, it was really nice because there was LTK staff, walking around offering to take pictures because, let's face it, that's what it's all about. They had a cool charcuterie tray. Okay, this is something funny. The theme of this party was quiet elegance. And I have to say that kind of made me mad because that's not my style. And it stressed me out thinking of how am I going to be me and have quiet elegance? So I took that white suit and I also took a leopard jumpsuit from Norma Kamali and this Zara jacket. And those were my 2 choices because even though this isn't quiet elegance leopard is old Hollywood elegance. And every time I mentioned it to someone, they would laugh and say, quiet elegance, you know. You wouldn't believe the people there with leopard on. So I liked my white suit, but I could have worn the leopard and been fine. We went to an Italian restaurant. I got a meat lover's pizza with extra cheese and ate the top off of it. This is something I wanted to show you. When I'm traveling, instead of taking my brush cleaner with me and paper towels, I like to clean my brushes after every use. I can't go the whole time. Maybe 2 nights, but I can't go 5 nights and 6 days and never clean my brushes. So what I started doing is using my wipes, and it works. These are the Costco wipes. So that's what I did every day. And you can see, it's like my eyeliner brush. You can see how much it gets off. Okay, my next outfit for the first day of classes is this one. One of you guys keyed me into this Care Tucker. I think she's a designer, and I think their website sells other things too, but she's in LA. And there was something about this green suit. I love it. It's very Golf Masters tournament looking. The pants are amazing. I could have worn the blazer just, buttoned with nothing under it, but it would have been a little risque. I didn't want that for the daytime. So I put this leopard Zara bodysuit under it just to give it a little bit of a different look. I loved it. I got on my Hear Me Roar ring, my Cocoa Crush ring from Chanel, and the sneakers I wore with this. Okay, here's me going downstairs to the classes. Every morning they had a breakfast set up with, you can see fruit, quiche, yogurt bowls, pastries, all kinds of fruit, but they did have my Diet Coke. So that's what I would get. Okay, with this outfit, I wore the Coach bag and I wore my gold Chanel sneakers that I bought in Miami. You will never regret a good pair of designer sneakers. You just won't. Now, with that said, I love my Nike Dunks. I love my Adidas. It isn't mandatory that you spend a lot of money on sneakers, but I just don't think you'll ever regret your sneakers. So here we are. We sat with Kay in the first day. It's the Dallas cheerleaders were there. We're in Dallas, and I think several of those are LTK creators too. And then here's the owner of LTK, Amber Ven's Box. And then there was a panel. So here we are. So after that, we went to the brand hall, and this is where you meet with the different brands. You get a lot of PR. It's kind of like trick-or-treating, I swear, but it's nice to introduce yourself, tell them what you do. There's not a lot of YouTubers there. It's mostly Instagram people, so it was nice to be able to tell them I do YouTube, and I actually remembered a lot of people there. Here's Kelly and Christina at QVC. So Spanx is there. Macy's was there. Bloomingdale's. Stanley. I got a big Stanley. And, it was funny because there was a guy there and he asked me what color I wanted. And I said, I did a campaign with you guys around Christmas for your Christmas Stanley. And I said, in the video, I put my dad's old ones. And he said, I remember that. And I love to study branding, and they did a phenomenal job with branding, with taking Stanley out of the fishing and hunting department in Dick's or wherever and putting it where little girls like my niece has them with charms hanging down the side and special straws and everything else. Kudos to them. Then Tarte always gives us wonderful goodie bags. And then here we are again at the conference. And then that night we go to another party put on by Aritzia. And the theme of this party was, what is it? Something sparkle and glam. Oh my goodness, I can't remember. I'll remember in a minute. So I had purchased this dress from Anthropologie. Winter glam or something. I can't remember. Something about sparkle and glam. I'll think of it. And so I wore that. Love it. Has a slip under it. A really nice dress with the feathers. You know how I love feathers. And I used my silver Gucci bag and my silver Inez heels because they never disappoint. I hope one day they come out with gold ones. And I wore my Versace sunglasses that I just got in New York. That is another thing. If you are going to a cookout, a pool party, a rooftop party, make sure you have some cool sunglasses on, especially if you're like me and your eyes are extremely sensitive to the sun. I think it's because my eyes are blue, they're lighter, and maybe it's because I wear one contact. I don't know what it is, but if I'm in the sun and I don't have sunglasses on, it's misery. So I loved those, and I love that you could see through them, so I didn't feel like I had to keep taking them off. The night before, I had used my Saint Laurent, and they're so black, I feel like I have to take them off when I'm talking to someone. But these were amazing. I love them. And I got some great pictures on the rooftop. Here's Christina and Kelly. Loved it. Love it. Winter glam or something. Okay, so here's the party. This is that same bathroom. Remember, year before last, Lisa J had a BK party at the Catbird, and I took a picture. And then last year, I took a picture in this mirror. I'm so glad they haven't changed this because I love this picture and I love this wallpaper. They have the just killer artwork in this place, the Catbird. You've seen, if you've been with me, you've seen all these pictures. They had food going all around. Okay, so we had a wonderful time at the party. Look at this girl's dress. I love it, but she said she had a hard time. She said she was either having to pull up the top or the bottom, but it was so cool. Had a wonderful time. Spent a lot of time talking to Stylish Sandy and Closet Choreography. I will put their names down below. Then after that, we went to the Adolphus, the place I stayed when I went to the Colleen Rothschild event in Dallas. So good. I had a burger and 2 scallops. I love scallops. Okay, here's the next day. I wore my Diane von Furstenberg wrap dress, the 50th anniversary wrap dress. Since I showed it to you, they have come out with like a tote bag, some different things like pants and a top. So if you like this, go check it out because it's so worth it. It's so cool. And my Chanel bag, my Inez heels. I straightened my hair with my Babyliss curling iron. This is the panel they had with like Rocky Barnes. I only knew Rocky Barnes and Janae. So they were there talking about, how they got into luxury, blogging, how they got into this business period, just different questions. So here's my shoes. Oh, and here is my J. Crew cashmere scarf or oversized wrap. I even took it down there because I knew my legs would be cold in that auditorium. So I'm telling you, that sucker is the best. Okay, then Kelly, Christina, and we wanted to go back to the Highland Park and go back to eat at the Bird Bakery because I was just getting turkey and cheese. I apologize, I forgot to take a picture. They would just give me a mound of turkey and Havarti cheese cut up in little triangles, and that's what I would eat for lunch. This day I didn't have breakfast. I only had breakfast there 2 times. And that was something kind of clean feeling. You know what I mean? Like it didn't weigh me down because I eat so many burgers and stuff when I'm out of town. So we went back there and we loved being able to sit outside and just watch the beauty that is. I mean, it's in the shade. It's just a really nice atmosphere. And I returned my necklace that day to Chanel. I didn't end up getting anything else. And Kelly ended up getting a really pretty little Chanel necklace. Not a long one, but one. Here she is over there. And this is, I always love the water at Chanel. So here we are eating. And then we went to Dior. My guy still wasn't there that I wanted to see, but I missed him. I'm wearing some leopard pants that I ordered from Anthropologie with a cool red stripe down the side and an older Zara black vest, my Prada sneakers, and it looks like the bag I'm carrying is the Gucci. I think that's what it was. I think I carried the Gucci bag. Yes, because it kind of went with that stripe down the side. And then we went in the Ralph Lauren store. Remember when I got my brown blazer in there? The art in this store is amazing. And I didn't get anything. Just wanted to be there and look how pretty it was. Okay, this is the final night. It's the awards night. This dress I had actually purchased months ago. I think in May. I had gotten this one and the blue one that I wore to SJ's wedding. And I liked this one, but I had asked SJ which one she liked, and she liked the blue. So that's the one I wore to her wedding. Well, I had this one and I loved it. And it's still available. I got it from Lulu's. It is not expensive. If you have any special occasion coming up, you would love this dress. So it's so funny. These rooftop pictures I took by myself. This picture in the foyer, I had the guy out front that I had kind of become friends with, I had him, his name was Ali. I had him take these pictures of me. I kind of just positioned, where I wanted the camera and everything, and he took these for me. And then I met the girls and we took a shuttle over to the Symphony Center, and there was the photographer that's there every year. She has been there every year. She took like some street shots of us, and then we literally walked down like a red carpet, and the photographer takes pictures of us, and we use the app Waldo, and that has AI face recognition. And so every year they do the Waldo where your pictures will show up for you. So that's some of the ones I'll be putting in here. Look at these handsome fellas waiting for us. Isn't that beautiful? So we go in. Here's Christina and Kelly talking. They did interview us for LTK. I'm not even sure where it aired. I think they might have been streaming live. So they did interview us, and they had people playing the violin, the music. It was just really nice. Okay, this is another photographer taking pictures of us. And the girl that took this video of that was one of the LTK reps. So that was really nice, because honestly, I value this almost more because it's so real. And I don't know, I just remember the moment. Lots of food. Here is Christina talking to the owner of Victoria Emerson. The owner's name is not Victoria Emerson. We asked, and it's actually two family names that they used. And I did talk to them about doing a big statement ring for us, so we'll see. Here's Kelly in the bathroom redoing her lipstick. I came out and I just saw this thing of tulips, so peaceful on this table. And that's just how I am. I really notice beautiful things like this. So I took a picture. Here we are at the awards. You guys, it's just like being at it's much smaller. I'm not serious, but it's like being at the Golden Globes, probably the closest I'll ever get. And so and the Symphony Center was beautiful. Look at the ceiling and the seats. But so like different people are nominated for awards, and I believe their followers vote. And it was just really nice. It's a way we can all come together and support each other. Like I said, I don't know if anyone from YouTube won anything. It's mostly Instagram and Like to Know It. And let's see. So that night, I don't have any pictures of it, but that night we got in our pajamas like we did last year, and it was Christina and Kelly. They had a bigger room, and then Marnie and I met them there, and we ordered room service. And I just had a burger because that was all that was on there that I could get. And they had pasta, I believe. And then I had to go back and start packing, you guys. We got so much stuff that it was hard for me to pack. I had to use my duffel, but with that cart, when I got to the airport, it was kind of a way to just set myself free from the limitations, and it was so worth it because I had options. I could change as much as I want. I was so glad. And the Rolling Stones coffee table book was in my room. I thought that was cool. Here I am with all of my luggage, and I did go to Anina Bing. I think the second time I went to the mall. They have a really nice store there. I'd been there before. And I got this t-shirt that you see in this picture. I think it's in my dryer right now. It's the Kate Moss t-shirt. These bigger t-shirts are really in right now with a flowy skirt. I was watching this style edit this morning, and she showed quite a few pictures that I think you guys would like. And that shirt would be perfect. I loved it. I wore it with my Anina Bing blazer, my Aerie leggings, and my Golden Goose, and I wore my Bombas socks again. And then I also got this sweatshirt when I was there. I thought it was cool because it's Dallas. And they had one that was New York, but I wanted to get the Dallas because it kind of fits, being there, of course. And I'm sitting on another pair of pants I grabbed from Zara. Just normal little pants, but I thought, can you imagine these pants with that sweatshirt and a cool pair of heels and a blazer? That's what I like. I love the art of putting the outfits together. And this is a pair of shoes I bought for this event and never got to wear them. Now, in their defense, I self-sabotaged by hurting my feet so bad in New York, so I was scared. But look at these fabulous shoes. They're that Daniela Chevelle, and they lace up. I've got the ones that are more of a cagey look upstairs, but I will bet these are very comfortable. They've got a nice heel, and I plan on wearing them very soon. We have an event coming up in LA for YouTube, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm just staying 2 nights. Marnie's going, Kelly and Christina are going, Madison Payne's going. I think Madison Payne is a speaker on the panel. It's much like the one I went to in New York, but the difference is I'll get to see the whole Google YouTube studio, and I think that will be really cool. And then, have I shown you? Okay, the only thing, I don't know where in the mix I didn't show you this. This is what I got that night. I think this was the Saturday night. I went to the Fendi counter and I asked them if they had a chain belt, and they did. So I got this chain belt from Fendi, and it actually, you put it around and then you can link it, and then it can swoop again. So it will take, okay, so it goes like this, and then you can link it, and then you can wrap it around and swoop it again. But do you guys remember when these first came out, when we were probably in high school or something? I had these chain belts, and you could get cool ones at Zara. But what made me really think about it is there was girls in Chanel, and they were using the necklaces like this. And it made me think I would love a good chain belt for my slip dresses. And it really looks good around flat front trousers and denim. So I did get this too. You know what? This might be something good to take my jewelry in. Something like this. And then let me show you this, because every time I take this, I love it so much. Hold on. I love packing this little thing for my jewelry. You know, you throw it in your suitcase, and then when you get there, you put it together like this, and then it becomes a tray for all of your jewelry. So no earrings roll off. It just keeps everything all together. So this is something I wanted to say you need. And oh my gosh, you guys, let me get to my flight. I left early that morning. I didn't eat breakfast. I had Whataburger when I got there. My first flight to Atlanta was on time. Then I was supposed to get a connecting flight to, so here's my luggage, here's Whataburger, and I did go to Mac, nothing new there. I always go to that Mac. And then I realized, here it is, my connecting flight was supposed to be 3 o'clock or 3:30. I was supposed to get home at 5. I look, flight delayed, 10:37 p.m. I couldn't believe it. I sent it to John. I think he was playing golf. No, he was at the gym. I sent it to him. I said, will you double check this? I've never had a flight delayed that long. And of course, he bugged out a little bit. He called to see if I could get on any other flights. He told me where to go in the airport. I went. There was no other flights until the next day. And I had already started thinking, I don't know if I want to mess with my flights with all of those designer bags and shoes in my luggage, especially my mom's bag. If I lost my own stuff, that'd be one thing, but I didn't want to lose her bag. So I hung out at the airport for a long time. I was looking for some pizza so bad. I saw this lady in the airport. She had a real cool outfit. And the guy told me that I needed to go to another concourse. Well, you guys know how it is on the plane train. That sucker it's not pleasant because you have to herd on there while people are getting off. I'm not a subway girl, and it will take you to the different concourse. Well, I didn't want to do that, but I had so much time. I did it. That was like something big and bold I did. I got back on the plane train. I saw this really cool girl with some cool P448 sneakers on. I ordered them for us to try, and I went and got pizza. It was delicious. So then I was one of those people that you see with their feet up. By this time, I felt like my my ankles were gonna swell. Ever since I had babies, I had that hyper whatever, my ankles will swell. And so I propped my feet up for a little bit. Then I'm sitting there, everything's great. It's getting to be a little bit later. I look at my app. They have changed my whole gate again. So I had to go to another concourse, but all was well. Oh, and I like watching them work. I was by a window and got to watch all the, when the plane came up and what they do to service it and just putting the luggage in and stuff. I just think it's so cool. It's almost like a bunch of ants, so busy. Everybody doing their own thing that's so important, and I love that. I had also had these precious little girls that I talked to a little bit. And then my friend Kelly said, you know, Lisa, they have these, they're called minute suites. And you can rent a room and, you know, go to sleep, do your work or whatever. So I went down and looked at them. This is what they look like. And I just thought, nah, I'll just stick it out. So I did go get some grilled chicken nuggets because I was getting hungry again. See, boredom. When you're bored, you'll get hungrier. That is a big weight loss tip for me, period, is stay busy. And then I watched some videos, and then John and Will picked me up at 12 o'clock, and here we are. So I'm looking forward to him getting home tonight, and I'm going to put all my stuff up, and I've got a Zara video coming up. I've got, oh gosh, so much good stuff, so much good makeup. The Mario powder, I've been using it, love it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.